In 2013, a 19-year-old college student vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that still baffles investigators. His car was found overturned near a California lake. Inside were his wallet, phone, and laptop. Everything except him. Despite exhaustive searches, no body was ever discovered, and no clear answers emerged. Did Bryce Laspisa walk away from his life? Was he the victim of foul play? Or did something tragic happen that remains hidden to this day? Bryce Laspisa was an ordinary teenager with a bright future ahead of him. But in late August 2013, his life took a mysterious turn that has never been explained. What began as a routine drive home ended in one of California's most puzzling missing person cases, still unsolved today. In late August 2013, Bryce, a sophomore at Sierra College, began acting strangely. Friends noticed him giving away personal belongings, including his Xbox and jewelry, as if preparing for something. On August 30th, he left his apartment, telling his parents he was coming home. That night, he visited his girlfriend, who was alarmed by his odd behavior and tried to stop him from driving. Ignoring her pleas, Bryce drove south. Around 2 a.m., he called his mother, saying he was on his way. Hours later, his car was found overturned near Castaic Lake, north of Los Angeles. His belongings were untouched inside, the engine still running. But Bryce had vanished, leaving behind only confusion and endless speculation. Authorities quickly launched an extensive search. Bloodhounds followed Bryce's scent from the crash site to a nearby truck stop, but the trail abruptly ended. Divers scoured Castaic Lake multiple times, but no remains were found. Ground and aerial teams swept the surrounding area for days, but there were no traces of Bryce. Investigators ruled out foul play at the scene, as the car showed no signs of a struggle. His phone, wallet, and laptop were all inside the vehicle, suggesting he hadn't planned to leave them behind intentionally. Despite weeks of effort, no evidence explained what happened after Bryce left the car. It was as if he simply disappeared into thin air, leaving no path to follow. Several theories emerged about Bryce's fate. The first is accidental drowning. Some believe he wandered into Castaic Lake after the crash, but repeated dives yielded nothing, casting doubt on this idea. The second is voluntary disappearance. Bryce had been acting strangely, giving away belongings and sending cryptic messages. Some think he may have been struggling with mental health issues and chose to walk away from his old life. However, abandoning all identification, money, and essentials makes this theory difficult to sustain. The third theory involves foul play. Bloodhounds tracked his scent to a truck stop, raising questions about whether someone picked him up. Yet, investigators found no evidence of a struggle or suspects. Finally, some suggest a psychological or medical crisis, possibly triggered by substance use or mental illness. His erratic behavior before vanishing supports this possibility. Still, none of these theories fully explain how Bryce vanished without leaving a single trace. Today, Bryce Laspisa is still classified as a missing person. His parents have kept his memory alive through awareness campaigns, websites, and annual reminders. They continue to hope for answers and closure. The case has gained widespread attention in true crime communities, podcasts, and documentaries, becoming an example of how someone can vanish even in modern times with technology, witnesses, and large-scale searches. Bryce's disappearance highlights the challenges of investigating missing persons cases with no evidence pointing to foul play or voluntary escape. For many, it is a chilling reminder that young adults often struggle silently with pressures and mental health issues. For others, it remains one of California's most haunting unsolved mysteries, keeping Bryce's name alive in the search for truth. Bryce Laspisa's disappearance is a story with no ending. Was it a tragic accident, a deliberate choice to vanish, or something darker that has never been uncovered? His family still waits for answers, refusing to let his memory fade. And for the rest of us, his case remains a haunting mystery. proof that sometimes the scariest disappearances are not the ones we solve, but the ones that remain forever unexplained.